So, is dandelion a foe or a friend? Perhaps you will consider it more of a friend after you viewed this video. Plant historians know that dandelions have been an important component of traditional Chinese healing for at least 1,000 years. The plant's believed to be native to the Mediterranean area. They were well known by ancient Greeks, Romans, and Egyptians. Medicinally, dandelion roots and leaves were used as a tonic to remove toxins from the bloodstream, acting as a gentle diuretic to improve the function of the digestive system. Hi, I'm Mary Bourne, traditional naturopath. I love sharing natural remedies with people. Natural remedies have been around for hundreds, even thousands of years, and they've been used on humans. Thank you for joining me today. I hope that you like this video, that it gives you some inspiration about going out and doing something productive with those dandelions rather than trying to kill them off. I enjoy spring, the beautiful yellow color of them as they come up are just an invitation, because all winter long you're looking for something other than the dreariness of the sky and the snow and I love winter, but about this time I'm done. And I don't know about you, but I'm ready to get outside and do some gardening and smell the fresh air and enjoy spring. And dandelions to me are part of spring. So I hope that you enjoy this video, that you give me a thumbs up, that you share it with other people and subscribe so that you can continuously get an invitation to watch some of these videos on how wonderful herbs are, how much I love them. So if you've been watching my channel, excuse me, this is called the Health to Home, and this version of it is the Preppy Herbalist. And the reason I've added the Preppy Herbalist is that it is a good idea to know who's a friend out there when stuff hits the fan. And dandelions are one of those things that you can just pick and eat. The leaves and the flowers are both edible raw, depending on how long the leaves have been around. They may be a little more bitter than what you're used to, but that bitter quality is what makes it a great cleanse. Now, it is full of nutrition, along with being supportive in helping us clean out the toxins that have accumulated all winter long. So most people will kill the weeds and think nothing of it. They want this pristine lawn, but let me tell you, you can't eat the grass. And if you're pushed to shove type of thing, you're going to want to know what's in your garden or lawn that is edible. And dandelion is one of those things that is edible. And it also is medicinal. So hopefully today you'll glean some information that'll help you if times get tough. And even if they don't get tough, how valuable these beautiful little yellow flowers are. So everything in the plant is edible except when it starts going to seed. I've not seen any research on the value of those little puffballs. There may be, but for some reason, I don't find them appealing except for blowing them in the wind. How fun if you remember that as a child. But ancient physicians didn't know much about the nutrition and vitamin deficiencies But they realized that dandelions helped with a multitude of problems, including kidney, stomach, and liver disorders, skin irritations, heartburn, gallbladder problems, diabetes, arthritis, anemia, constipation, toothaches, fevers, scurvy, and even warts and dandruff. So the benefits aren't surprising, and modern herbalists now understand that dandelions are rich in vitamin C, E, and A, as well as the minerals calcium, potassium, zinc, and iron. So, how can you add them to your diet? Well, let's look into this. This is a salad with a few dandelion leaves tossed in. This is an omelet that you can saute some of the leaves as well as the flowers. I've added dandelion flowers to my omelets for a very long time because we don't do anything with our lawn. We're, it's lucky to survive. But I have wonderful herbs in my lawn. I have soon coming up wild violets. I have chickweed, just wonderful things that I'll be doing some videos on. And dandelions are one of them. Now, if they get to be too much, I can pull them, or if they're in a place where I don't really want them, I will pull them. But using the leaves and the flowers are really a wonderful treat that you can add nutrition to your diet. Dandelion greens are loaded with calcium. Just 1 cup of chopped dandelion greens has 103 milligrams of calcium, which is 10% of the daily requirement. They have even more calcium than kale. So chop it up, put it in that smoothie. And if you're not a fan of the taste of it, smoothies can hide a lot. So they're very nutritious as well as beneficial. So they're great sauteed. Like I mentioned, you can use them just like you would use spinach. You can put them in soups and you can put them in stew and casseroles. The flowers add interest to, you can pull the petals and sprinkle them on as a condiment. They're very, very bright and cheerful. And I think most people are anxious for some things that are pretty. This time of the year, we're all looking for that first bloom to arrive. So dandelion greens come loaded with lutein and xanthan, which are 2 nutrients important for healthy eyesight. If you add this to your diet, you can help protect your eyesight. Now, in Chinese medicine, the eyes and the liver have a relationship. And so the liver too benefits from dandelions. But the best part is that they're free for most of us. So while picking those greens, don't forget to nab those little blooms. They make a great vinegar if you like to flavor your vinegars. I like to add dandelion flowers, and I will also put in chive flowers. Now, the chive flowers come in about 3 weeks, so they don't always coincide. You can start with dandelion flowers and then pop in those chive flowers as soon as they bloom. I also want to caution you that bugs like to just hide in those little petals. So make sure that you have a bowl of warm water and you just swish them really good. And then you can put them in a salad spinner and spin them out because you want them dry before you put them in the vinegar. Take 2 pieces of paper towel and sandwich the blooms in between. I like to pat it to see if it'll absorb all of the water and leave it in there for a few hours. And then I kind of, if the towel is wet, I'll move it to a drier spot and make sure, because you don't want any mold growing in the vinegar. You would think that it would be acid enough to avoid that, but I have had friends tell me that there's molded. So make sure that you're adding very dry flowers to your vinegars. Now, flowers actually have a higher level of polyphenols than the leaves or roots of the dandelion. Polyphenols help in the prevention of degenerative diseases such as cardiovascular disease and cancer, even diabetes. Epidemiological studies and associated meta-analysis strongly suggest that long-term consumption of diets rich in plant polyphenols offer protection against development of cancers, cardiovascular diseases, diabetes, osteoporosis, and neurodegenerative diseases. Now, don't worry about having to try and copy that down. I'll leave a link to that study that you can read the entire abstract, and I'll put it in the description below. So you can have that available to you. I like to leave those links. Now, this is what you can buy dried dandelion flowers, but they're free. Why would you want to go ahead and buy them when the blooms are so readily available? You really just want to make sure that if you're not plucking them from your own area, that you don't spray, that when you do pluck them, you're not getting some toxic chemicals or animal whatever animal waste from that. So make sure that you are washing them very good, but try not to get any that have been sprayed because you don't want to consume toxins if the object is that you're trying to detox your body. So the roots are very hard to clean, and I usually leave that job to the experts. The roots are actually more cleansing. They also have nutritional benefits, but they've been used for cleansing. People will clean the roots and chop them up and roast them. And that has been used as a coffee additive, or in some cases, when the chips have been down, people have used it as a coffee. So they'll roast it and they'll chop it fine and roast it and then put it in their coffee maker and use it as a coffee. So it is quite beneficial, but actually I'm not a fan of cleaning roots. So anything that is a root, I buy from Nature Sunshine because I know they don't allow any dirt in their supplements. They are very stringent in looking at and testing to make sure that the bulk product has absolutely no dirt in it. So doing a good cleanse in the spring and fall help you to decrease the toxic burden that can contribute to allergies. So a lot of times when people have spring and fall allergies, it's because their liver is overloaded. So doing a good liver cleanse, the dandelion does both liver and urinary system cleanse. So it's a really dual purpose cleanse that even teenagers can do. And there's some information on the internet about the relationship between burdened liver and anger. So if you would like to do a liver cleanse, then dandelion is really, really good. It's especially good for teenagers. Now, I have found that taking 2 capsules twice a day for a teen weighing between 125 and up, uh, they their skin, they see the results with it on their skin in about a week or two. So it really does make a difference. And instead of having to use all those antibiotics on their face, doing a cleanse from cleaning the body from the inside is really beneficial. And I'll leave a link where you can get the dandelion root with a coupon for 25% off in the description below. But dandelion contains an enzyme-like compound which assists cell metabolism and increases bile secretion in the liver. And that's the process, the pathway in which it helps the liver be more efficient in cleansing. So dandelion provides a viscous fiber which absorbs toxins from the bowel. It balances intestinal flora. It's actually considered a prebiotic. So in other words, it's food for the probiotic. And so it can assist in bowel transit time. Now, this is slightly less in the leaves and even more so in the flowers, but in the root, that fiber is more of a non-digestible fiber, and therefore it assists in bowel transit time. So it also has been reputed to help with muscle spasms and may provide a slight laxative if that's what's necessary. It's really a wonderful thing that the body actually knows what it needs to do. And if you give it the nutrients to do it, it will do what is needed. So in that way, it can soothe digestive, the whole digestive tract. So this is a fabulous herb. It's beneficial for the spleen and reducing uric acid buildup. And maybe that may be why it is helpful for muscle spasms and joint complaints, is because of the reduction of that uric acid, and that presence of that is an inflammatory why we have inflammation. So no wonder God gave us all these wonderful dandelions in the spring. He knows exactly what we need. So if you have any questions and you would like to contact me with any personal concerns, then you can reach me at Dr. Mary at bornforhealth.com. Be sure to visit my website, bornforhealth.com. And if you like this video, the information has been helpful, give me a thumbs up. Give me a comment if you had something that you wanted to add to it, how you've used dandelion. There are a lot of different recipes out there that are beneficial, using beneficial herbs like dandelion. And so if you found that this information is valuable, perhaps you can share it with other people, tell them about my channel and how you can find many other videos like those on ginger and lavender. There must be now 20 different videos on single herbs. And then there are extended videos on different health subjects. So we just covered a video on children and elder health. And I think that if you're caring for somebody that is an elder, that you would benefit by watching that video. Or if you have children and you would like to have them be a lot healthier, then I hope that you view that one as well. So get control of your health by focusing on herbs and healthy eating. And may this spring be the best yet, and incorporate these healthy techniques that I teach in these classes. And be thankful for all the people and gifts of nature around you, the flowers and all the joy that's available in this world. I want to thank you for viewing. Until next time, this is Dr. Mary for the health of it. And remember, adding special foods to your diet to help keep you healthier is a wonderful thing.